This episode of ETC is brought to you by the all-new 2016 Honda HR-V, the crossover that gets it right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tech Tuesday. We got a lot of tech stories this week.
Yeah, and it all has to do with E3 because this week is E3, and even though the convention only officially began today, the last 2 days have already given us an avalanche of gaming news, which you can check out by watching Matt Danovic's coverage over on Inside Gaming, or if you really hate yourself, by waiting until Thursday's episode of Tugs, which is sure to be the final episode ever.
Absolutely. Yes, this is Tech Tuesday, so we're not going to even attempt to try and cover all the crazy news coming out of E3.
Get ready to get yourself fresh, people just like me, the Hoop God.
But what we are going to talk about is VR, baby, because that's what we do best here on Tech Tuesday, and there's lots and lots of exciting VR news this week because of the conference.
Yeah, actually, Oculus VR had a pre-E3 press conference last week in San Francisco.
They got that butthole logo now.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
They finally unveiled the consumer version of their Rift headset 3 years after debuting their idea on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it looks like ergonomics and comfort have come a long way since the first Rift dev kit, which was basically a set of ski goggles. So, you know, it's better. This final version is said to fit like a baseball cap and is significantly lighter, with the outer layer around the front being made of some sort of soft fabric material instead of plastic, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's got removable headphones built right in, so that you no longer have to awkwardly put on headphones while blind.
Yeah.
It's got a little slider on the bottom to adjust the focus on the lenses, and a little desktop mounted sensor that looks like a tiny little microphone stand that'll track your head movements.
Yeah, it'll ship standard with an Xbox One wireless controller, but Oculus has also developed a controller of their own called the Touch Controller that's basically an Xbox controller split in two and turned into two Wii nunchuck sort of things. Like,
yeah.
They haven't developed the haptic hands yet, so they gotta get the...
It's pretty close though, so it's like all the normal things you would do with a controller, but then you can also, reach for stuff. It'll allow you to control games and experiences in both the traditional gamepad-based way and also with gestures when need be.
Yeah.
It's a great compromise, and also they're real vague about this part, but it'll be able to sense movements in your index fingers and thumbs to know when you're like pointing or giving a thumbs up or even like gripping an object. They're not
boobs.
Well, it's like you'll be able to like reach for something and then like using those fingers pick it up and then like
some of the stuff
it.
they showed off, this is a completely different one, but they showed off a way that you can like create stuff like out of clay and do stuff like that, and that might be what that's used for.
Yeah.
They've also built a very pretty looking user interface for the whole thing that'll make you feel like Tom Cruise in Minority Report. Finally.
Yeah, and waiting for that.
Yeah, and Xbox One users will be able to stream their games to the Rift over Wi-Fi, not to play them in 3D, but rather to project them onto a virtual flat screen in the Rift. So imagine playing an Xbox game on a 15-foot projector screen. It's kind of like that, but virtual. That's cool.
It sounds like it could be better than playing on a tiny ass TV.
Even in the Google Cardboard when we tried it and looked around and we did the theater app, it really felt like you were sitting in a giant movie theater.
Yeah,
so it looked
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
So anyway, there's still no hard release date from Oculus, but they are saying first quarter of 2016 for the headset and Xbox controller bundle, and a little bit later for the Oculus Touch controller. So, no Oculus Rift under the Christmas tree this year, folks.
Oh, well.
I was really hoping they'd have it by then, but
I don't mind waiting. I want them to get it right because a lot of other VR companies, including themselves for their next edition, are going to be learning from this. So I'm excited to get it out, for them to get it out to retailers.
Yeah.
And I'll be buying a computer just to play this with because it is
you're gonna need to.
future. Yep. In other VR or rather AR news, at Microsoft's E3 press conference, they ran a live demo of their HoloLens augmented reality headset, demonstrating the special version of Minecraft that they've developed for use with the headset. And my God, neither of us gave a fuck about Minecraft, but this is fucking cool.
yeah.
This is why Microsoft bought it.
I think Minecraft's stupid, but I would play with this.
Yeah, it's basically invisible Legos at this point. I don't see why you don't just buy regular Legos if you're gonna play like that, but whatever.
So they had a Steadicam operator filming the whole thing. There was a HoloLens over the lens of the camera, but basically giving the audience the idea of exactly what it's like to look through one of these things, aside from the whole peripheral vision thing, but we're not gonna talk about that.
People have been complaining about that. So HoloLens is still pretty far off, and it's still probably running off some very powerful and expensive computer hardware. But if the final product offers this level of quality without lag or jumpiness and with such smooth gesture and voice controls, this could change the world, and not just the Minecraft world.
Yeah, this is a very like simple application for it for gamers, but like
there's so many practical uses
all the things
for it.
that he was doing with it, like the gestures and like moving things, it'll change like industrial design and like architecture and all these like basically anything that requires you to work with 3D imagery it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, this is huge. Not just to play Minecraft on, damn it, but it is a nice way to test it. So, over on the Sony side of things, they aren't saying a whole lot about their Project Morpheus VR headset that's coming to the PS4. Aside from the fact that it'll cost several $100s, whatever that means, you have to assume close to 500 if
200?
If they're not
900?
I would think if it was under 500, they'd probably announce the price. I don't know. But they've got over 30 VR games in development for it, so.
Yeah. At their E3 press conference, they showed off some quick snippets of a couple of the games in development for it, but they mainly focused their attention on a game called Riggs, which is a competitive mech FPS game meant to emphasize the multiplayer possibilities of Morpheus.
Yeah. At this point, Morpheus's biggest strength is that it runs off a console that's already going to be in millions of homes, while the Oculus is going to require a very expensive PC. So even though the Morpheus headset will probably be more expensive than the Oculus, the cost of a PS4 plus the cost of a Morpheus is still probably going to be cheaper than an Oculus and a PC fast enough to run it.
Yeah, also the fact that the Morpheus is on a closed platform, it should make game development a little bit smoother for developers. Of course, it also means that Morpheus games are going to be confined to the same hardware limits for years to come, while Oculus games get to advance with the flow of technology.
Yep.
But that's just classic consoles versus PCs, and we'd never want to start a comment war about that.
No way. Anyway, hopefully if/when we actually get a chance to get over to E3, we can strap one of these bad boys on and go to town.
Yeah!
Yes.
That sounded great. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and in Japanese as hell VR news out of E3, Bandai Namco, the developer behind Tekken, showing off a VR tech demo at their booth called Summer Lesson.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Can you please tell me more about that?
It's a soothing, relaxing experience. Sitting outdoors with a hot chick.
There it is. Yeah, this here is the future of waifu technology. I just want to go hang out by this booth just to see the type of E3 attendee who waits in line to use this. But I already know exactly what they look like, so I'm not going to bother. Welcome to the future.
Yeah, they got those the silk shirts.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope they don't wear sweatpants because you're just a bunch of boners walking around. I think. It looks like a girlfriend experience. That's what it is.
And I love the text in the trailer. It's like an experience like you've never had.
Yeah, because they haven't had friends. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Oh god. Okay, stop. We're negging. Anyways,
no, it's so ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous. I mean, watching this trailer, you're just like, fuck. This is a girlfriend experience. They're hiding a girlfriend experience.
She's looking at you, and she's not cringing.
But it's like, no, you're actually helping her learn how to play guitar. And you're like, no, you're enjoying the company of a fake woman.
The final shot is her, like, leaning in. And
there's also a scene that looks exactly like she's giving you a blowjob.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
See that? See, that looks like a blowjob. All right. Or, maybe not, because Facebook announced last week that no, you perverts, including us, the Oculus App Store will not allow VR porn apps.
Oh. Yeah, this is a family-friendly device for blocking out everything and everyone around you.
Yeah, it makes sense,
including
right?
your family.
Of course, obviously, there will be some alternative apps, hopefully, that Oculus users can access pretty easily with a little bit of know-how, but officially, there will be no sex in the Oculus Rift. Violence, though, who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
I want to split someone's face open right into my face, and then put my face in their face, and then wrap it around and go. But
all
keep the tits out.
3D.
Keep the tits out of there.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Facebook representatives have been very clear about their stance on pornography on the device, but when asked about violent content, they've been super vague about it, saying Oculus only distributes developer content that meets their terms of service. But they aren't open to discuss what those terms are this time.
Whatever. The whole violence in video games debate has raged on for decades, and we're all fucking sick of it. But VR does at least bring some interesting new points to the table, because committing mass murder on a TV screen is one thing, but committing mass murder in a beautiful 3D 360-degree world is gonna feel a lot more real.
Yeah, it's right there up in your face.
So whatever. So tell us what you think in the comments below. Are you terrified of this new tech, or are you ready to embrace it like I am?
Yeah, and are you ready for your new wife?
Are you ready to find out that workaround so you can get porn apps on your Oculus? Because I know I am. Porn makes all technology evolve, and it's going to do it with
the internet is what it is today because porn pushed the limits of everything.
Yep.
They needed the bandwidth.
And if I could say one thing about Oculus, it's that porn finds a way.
Yeah.
So it'll be there, don't worry. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time. Check out other content over here. And don't forget to watch our podcast with the lovely Bruce Timm.
Ow!
Bye-bye.
Bye.